Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is going to be for the week of September 14th through the 21st. And this week, we've got to talk about a code that I mentioned last week. In case you missed it, I'll give you guys that code again for some free items. The Devstream 189 and the date for that. And the Primate Resurgence, the event that's happening right now. And as we get into that, let me just point out, as I show you guys all these things that you want to go after every week in Warframe, know that you can find out where the drops are happening when DE updates where the drops are happening for the week. You guys can check out my Twitch stream by typing !drops inside of my Twitch chat, and that'll tell you where the drops are happening across the Warframe community, so you can get yourself some nice shiny Twitch drops every week. That being said, let's go check out what's going on right now in Deep Archimedia. This week we have a Mirror Defense, a Survival, and an Exterminate. Temporal Archimedia this week is going to be an Exterminate, Legicide Harvest, and a Defense. The current Coda weapons with Eleanor are the Coda Bass Assist with 28.7% Toxin, the Cost Assist 37.6% Impact, the Haruto 48.2% Magnetic, the Path Assist 32.6% Heat, the Synapse with 25% Toxin, and the Tysis with 29.2% Heat. Now, in case you missed it last week, you can come down here to Redeem Code section and type this in, and this is going to get you a Glaive, the Smoke Color Palette, and a 3-day Affinity Booster. If you already have the regular Glaive, you can delete it or sell it, and you'll wind up keeping the weapon slot. For the current Prime Resurgence, we've got Zephyr and Chroma Prime, and the weapons they came along with. Absolutely recommend you get yourself a Cronin Prime. This is a great melee weapon. After that, we're going to have in 10 days and 17 hours, the next offering is going to be Mag and Nova Prime, which are two excellent Warframes. Excited for them to come back. For those of you that haven't gotten either one of these, they are great. Definitely use Nova a lot more than the average person, so definitely worth going after. The current 1999 calendar, here we have a as far as the rewards go, for October, we're looking at an Roken Catalyst Blueprint versus an Amber Archon Shard. Then we will have a Forma Blueprint versus 2000 Kuva. For November, we're looking at a Primary Arcane Adapter versus Arcane Enhancement. Then we will have a 3-day Resource Drop Chance Booster versus an Orokin Reactor Blueprint. And for December, we are looking at a Double Pack Arcanes versus an Orokin Reactor Blueprint, and then an Exilus Weapon Adapter Blueprint versus a Melee Arcane Adapter. And checking out the current events, we have currently right now, everyone's long awaited for, Plague Star, 9 days and 14 hours left. Certainly worth running this, getting yourself a whole bunch of extra Forma if you need. And then we have Thermia Fractures with 3 days and 15 hours left this week. I'm going to remind you to do the weekly Itan Treasure Hunt with Maru. For Steel Path Incursions, we have Capture, Exterminate, Rescue, Survival, and Void Flood. For Invasions, we are looking at Snipetron Vandal Blueprint versus a Sheev Heat Sink. And today's sortie was a Hijack, Rescue, and Spy. The Archon Hunt today is against, or this week, is against Amar. It's going to be a Rescue, a Defense, and a Showdown. And if we check out what Nora has going on, the usual permanent weeklies, plus destroy 3 Necromech Volt Guardians, eliminate 1,500 enemies, complete 1 sortie, complete 3 different cave drive races in Orvalis or on Venus or in the Cambion Drift on Deimos, and then 2 days daily is donate to the Laverian. The credit offerings that she has this week, we're going to see, are the Range Advantage, Shield Disruption, Critical Precision, Eximus Advantage, Dreamer's Bond, Exposing Harpoon, and Holster Amp. I wouldn't necessarily say stock up on any of these to make Platinum this week. I think the choices are kind of blah, and you might be wasting a lot of time in Trade Shed if you do. So let's wait until next week and hope that she's got some better options here. She also has Power of 3, Directed Convergence, Double Tap, and Singularity. If we check out what's going on in the Steel Path circuit this week, we have Incarnates for the Bratton, Lato, Skana, Paris, and Kunai. Bratton is really good. I definitely enjoyed this Incarnate weapon here. If you already have all of these, you can scroll over, instead get yourself a Rifle, Pistol, Melee mod, Riven mod, or 20,000 Kuva. And for the normal circuit this week, we have choices between Saren, Vauban, and Nova. We check out Akrithis and what she's got going on. We're looking at an Exilus Weapon Adapter for 20 Pathos Clamps, an Orokin Reactor Blueprint for 20 Pathos Clamps, a Shotgun Ribbon mod for 15 Pathos Clamps, Secondary Outburst today for 10 Pathos Clamps, a Forma Blueprint for 10 Pathos Clamps, and it looks like the all-usual weeklies. Checking out Teshin in the Steel Path Honors this week, he's got himself a Veiled Riven Cipher for 20 Steel Essence and a Zaw Riven mod for 75 Steel Essence. And checking out Numbnuts over here and see what he's got. We have a Tenant Ferox, 46.9% cold. Tenant Grigori, 55.7% cold. This is the winner. Winner chicken dinner. I would grab that if you don't already have a Grigori. For the Tenant Livia, we have 38.7% heat. For the Tenant Exec, we have 25.3% heat. And for the Tenant Agendis, 51.8% toxin. How much platinum have you made since you've become a Patreon?
Over 100K.
45K.
60, 70,000.
20,000.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a week?
12K.
Probably about 5,000.
5,400.
Probably 8K.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a day?
5,400.
Day was probably 4K.
Probably about 3,000.
2K.
What's your favorite method of making platinum that you've learned from me?
Mostly just flipping ribbons and selling warframes.
Probably arbitrations.
Selling sets of warframes.
I enjoy Zeramon the most.
Imagine how much time and money they've saved. You know where the links are. Reminder to stop by the Chrysalith on the Zeramon and visit Archimedes and Yanta for your 35,000 Kuva. Then you could travel to Iron Wake on Earth and visit Palladino for your 2 Rivens, your 35,000 Kuva, and your 150,000 credits. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and stop by my Twitch channel where you can get free drops when they are community-wide, also free rewards I do all the time anyway. And make sure you check out your Invigorations this week and see what you got. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you in the next one.